Hello, everybody. Jason with Learn to Survive. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, but more importantly, taking care of one another. So, about a week ago, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who I went to school with, who started off in the logging business with his father, who owned a sawmill. Now, this family's owned a sawmill for 3, 4 generations now, and he decided he didn't want to do the sawmill thing. So allow me to explain the difference between what he's doing now as a logger and what they did at the sawmill. So they were a on-site sawmill. They'd go in, they'd buy land, they'd look at trees and say, okay, we could harvest sustainably this many trees out of here. We'll give you, so many dollars per foot, for each tree. And they would cut them down and debranch them. So the sawmill part came in to where they took them and they would actually cut the sides off to make the log a square, which would usually be 6 inches by 8 inches, or 6 by 6, and some were 8 by 8, depending on whatever the place they sold them at wanted, and 8 foot long. Or if they had, like they're doing now, a contract where they're just cutting 6 by 6s and then cutting them down to, 5 feet long, 4 feet long, whatever the company's requested. And they're shipping them to a steel mill up in the northern part of the state that are being used to help secure the rolls. And when the rolls are dropped off at the site to wherever they're going, these are put on the ground, and then the roll sat down and the other one tucked in to keep them from rolling, and then they can, do a second row across the top. But his son wanted to go into like hardcore logging, to where the whole tree, they're just cutting it down, cutting the brush and branches off, and shipping it off to bigger sawmills who are processing it for use in like 2x4s and building lumber, stuff like that. So he ended up buying a company up in the northeast, up in like they're doing a lot of cutting. Most of their cutting in like Washington and Oregon State. Anyway, get back to what this video is about. I was having a talk the other day with my friend, and we were talking different survival gears and stuff, and a lot of the stuff that they get before anybody else, it seems a lot of the stuff will work their way into the prepper community, mainly clothes, but sometimes some tools get reinvented, made better, whatever, new designs, and eventually leak its way into the prepper community. So we do discuss a whole lot of stuff like that, and like the difference of like stuff that I may get that he never thought of, and it's usually a good conversation. So that led me to the idea, because he was talking how all his guys carry bags. And okay, I understand with their job why they carry bags, they have, and all the stuff they have to carry. And it got me thinking about like get home bags. And I'm not a big fan of get home bags. Do I have one? Yeah, but I'd prefer something different. So I bought a vest. I bought a 20 pocket vest that will allow me to take a look at what I have and carry the essential items that I would need without carrying a big bag. And to me, it seems a little more discreet and everything. And we had talked about that. And he goes, I'm going to send you a package. There's a few things I think everybody should carry every day. To begin with, this is just stuff he carries and a lot of his guys carry. and used quite often. And it's like he said, you know, it's small items that are going to fit in a vest and not take up a lot of room. Most of them could probably fit in one pocket and still have plenty of room, you know, especially with the type of vest I bought. It's like a photographer or safari vest, and you'll see a video on it because as I start putting it together, I'm going to go through what I'm putting in it, why I chose these things, and why and how to set it up for each person. And everybody's content's going to be different based on where they live, what kind of environment they live in. We're all going to have different needs, and we'll discuss stuff like that. But he wanted to send me a package of a few things that he thinks everybody should keep on them. So here's the package. I don't know what he sent. We're going to find out. Before anybody asks, the knife I'm using is just a cheap gas station knife. My son got this for me, and he got two of them at one time. He had two of these, so he got him the same knife, so me and him would have matching knives. So we'll see what's in this together. And he said there was something in there I would get the hint on. Okay. UST Flexwear Cup. I had one of these years ago, and actually, I don't know what happened to it. I dropped it or lost it somewhere, or my son, when he was over here one time, kifed it from me or something. Who knows? But yes, these are very handy little cups to carry. Even though you'd probably have bottled water or canteen of water on you, still a very handy item to have. I did use it quite a bit. First aid kit. Actually, this is the one that he gives all new employees, and then they just order bulk stuff to refill it as needed. Very lightweight. It's nothing too advanced. It's just for minor wounds, which, as he puts it, about 95% of his injuries are minor that could be solved with something like this. Okay, I know this ain't for the vest. We had talked about a trip my son's taking, and that I'm going to have to get him or build him a first aid kit. He sent me a couple pouches. All this stuff he actually does buy in bulk for his truck. So this is going to be a little bit bigger kit than the pocket kit. All-weather notepads. These are the exact same as Right in the Rain, called Stone Paper, just a unbranded off company called All Weather. He gets these, and this is actually what they use, and they're actually really good, no different than Right in the Rain. The difference is one of these pads for Right in the Rain, maybe two, is going to cost you like $20. He's getting these for in bulk for like $2-3 a piece. Okay, this will be interesting. This is probably what he said I'll take the hint on, since I don't see anything in here that's dropping a hint. Okay, hint taken. Little fishing boxes for hooks and stuff like that for like fly fishermen. I know he said he wanted something like the one I had, but to also cover his prescription medicines. So the deal is, I bought this a few years ago and set it up as a pill organizer. And right up the street from where I live, a friend of mine owns a shop that does signs and vinyl stickers and yard signs and banners and stuff like that. And I had to make me up a sheet of stickers for the meds I have in mine. So, you know, the inside looks like this and tells you everything that it has in it. You know, I've got everything uh, to cover me, to cover uh, my daughter when she's with me on a hike or something. You know, most common OTC meds. So I'm gonna have to get a hold of him and find out what prescriptions he's on, because he wanted a space for his prescription medicines and at least have some kind of sticker made for that, indicating what it is. So, John, I know you'll see this. Email me your prescriptions and I will get those stickers made up for you. And I'll get that put together. You can tell me what all you want in it besides your prescription meds, and I'll have the stickers made and put on it, and I'll send it right out to you as soon as it's done. To the rest of my viewers, watch out for the upcoming videos where I start putting the vest together, stuff in it, and talking about what I'm putting in it, because that's going to meet my needs and it's going to meet the needs of the environment I'm in. And we can talk about stuff for other environments and different season changes that may give you ideas to either put in your bag or build a vest, you know, put together a vest with, if that's something you'd be more interested in over a bag. Till then, I will talk to you guys later. Take care of yourself and stay safe.